It's Wild 94.1, the Bay's party station. Davi Rolando backstage right now with my man TORY Lanez. TORY, congratulations on all the success, bro.
Thank you so much.
It's been a hell of a ride for you.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm just blessed to be where I'm at. You know, I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy to be given, a show every night for 86 different cities, and to be giving them one of the best shows that they're gonna see.
Album in stores now is crazy, and one of the things that I really like about the album, it's like a timeline of your story. So being that, with saying that, let's start at the beginning. You're the son of a preacher, is that right?
Definitely, yeah. My dad is a preacher, a missionary preacher, so he wasn't like in a church just standing there every Sunday. It was more like he would go out in the world and preach, and preach different places, different countries, different cities, stuff like that.
Was that your first time performing, like touching the stage?
When?
Just through your pops and through church and all that?
I never was performing in church or nothing like that, but like for me, probably the first time I ever touched the stage was like talent shows and things like that, and things of that nature.
What was like the first experience that you can remember performing in front of a crowd? Like, how old were you? Where were you? Can you remember that?
No, it was probably just a talent show, like 4th grade, and I think I did something for like the Dare talent show or something. Like, you remember Dare, like the drugs thing?
Yeah. Say no to drugs type thing. Yeah.
So it was like that,
It was one of those, like, through the school.
Yeah.
You're one of these artists. You've been through different record label situations and like different deals. You've been writing for a lot of people. You've been in the industry for a really long time. What are some of the lessons that you've learned, like, throughout your career that have helped you to where you're at right now?
For me personally, I just learned to persevere through everything. Like, my whole thing is just like I'm an underdog, so I come from the place of just trying to motivate people and try to let them understand that even though you at the bottom, like, you can still make it to the top. Like, I came from literally not having anything, sleeping in cars and finding places to sleep and stuff like that. And just being able to be where I'm at right now shows me a true revelation and a true blessing. So I try to do the same for everybody who follows.
One of the things that I respect about you most as an artist is your mixtape grind. Like, a lot of artists have lost that mixtape grind. I mean, could you even put a number on how many you've done?
I believe it's like 11 or something like that, 11 or 12.
And then I love the mixtape hustle, how you'll get somebody else's song. Most people who do that, they'll just be lazy, they'll get the beat, but you totally flip it, you remix it, you put the TORY Lanez on it.
Yeah, man, and for me, sampling music is always going to be one of my things that I like to do. But I think people have this misconception that, like, that's all I do, and it's not. But I'm more in tune with just making sure that the music is timeless. Like, I just want to make timeless music. I don't want to make the music that's like, it's just for right now and blah, blah, blah. Like, sampling music that was from timeless times still kind of makes it timeless in a way,
When's the last time, but can you remember making some timeless music, but the only problem is you were making it for somebody else? Like, how hard of a struggle is that?
I've always saved, like, my most timeless stuff I've saved for myself. Things that have become timeless to me in a weird way to myself, I have given away in the past, but not, like, in the moment of me feeling like, damn, wish I didn't have to give this up. Like, nah, I don't have those kind of situations. Like, but I write great stuff for people all the time. I write great records for, like, some of your favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? And not you specifically, but, whoever's listening. When it comes to urban music, I write, like, music for everybody. So I just kind of aim to just make good records, and whether or not they end up being timeless or not, it's just to make you feel good,
Another thing that I really like about you as an artist, man, I'm not just saying this, is you're bringing back the skits, man. Skits from back in the day, old school hip hop. Like, a classic album would have a couple really good skits, man, and you're taking the skits to a next level. How have people been in your ear ever told you, like, yo, don't do that, chill out on that, you're doing too much?
Nah, I've been doing this for a long time now. Like, if you go back to Conflicts of My Soul, which is like 4 mixtapes ago, there was a whole other story about, some other stuff. And, like, for me personally, like, I just try to do my best to kind of give people a visual kind of representation of what I grew up seeing or grow up seeing or I'm still seeing just with the music, just listening to it with audio, just because I feel like, I've always heard some great cinematic skits on people like Biggie's album and people like Pac and just thinking like, damn, this is just so dope, like, you know. So things like that is always what kind of kept me in tune with that.
I was gonna ask you, man, is there one that like sticks out to you more than anyone? Like I personally, there's like one that Nori did, like Capone and Noriega. They got a couple skits on the Reunion album, which are just hilarious. And like you were talking about, timeless. Is there one that just like sticks out? Some that you used to bump hard all the time?
Skit that just sticks out. I mean, I think everything from Ready to Die with like Biggie, it's kind of like where I kind of heard the skits, like, you know what I'm saying, like whereas it just seemed like a big theatrical movie to me. That was like Biggie, like, you know, Ready to Die. I think all the skits on that album were just so classic, you know?
Yeah. From being a mixtape artist, quote unquote, to now having a #1 single, can you think about 2 #1 singles, platinum artist right here? Can you remember, Love has taken over the charts right now. Can you remember the creative process, where you recorded it, who was with you that day?
Yeah, I was with Ray, this guy that's holding the mic right now, and I was with Johan, Play Picasso was in the next room, and I just walked in there and I was drinking and I told Ray, just make sure you just roll up for me, and he just kept rolling up a bunch of stuff, and I just made the song.
When'd you know?
I made the song in like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't a long thing.
So as soon as you heard the beat, did you know it was a smash? As soon as you finished recording it, did you know it was gonna take off?
No, I knew it was a smash, but I heard the beat. I walked in there like I'm gonna, you know, give this, you know, what it deserves.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that lets me know that you're going to be around for a long time is your work ethic. I've seen you signing the 200-300 autographs at the meet and greets before the shows and really putting in the lead work, you know, recording relentlessly to put out.
Yeah, my studio in the back of the bus.
You know, there ain't no stopping. So you could get inspired today before you hit the after party or after the club. You go and lay something down. That happens a lot.
All the time. That's all I do all day, you know, is make music.
Backstage with Tory Lanez, one thing that you want your fans, people that follow you, that have been downloading the mixtapes, bought the album legally, something that you want the fans to know about Tory Lanez.
I just want them to know, you know, I come from a place of not having nothing, you know, I come from nothing, and my goal is to be the biggest artist in the world, and I will be the biggest artist in the world, and for those who believe in me now, it's going to feel so much better when we're there. And for those who don't believe in me, I'm going to get there and I'm going to tell you I told you. That's it.
It's Wild 94.1, the Bay's party station, Tory Lanez. Lastly, everybody go get the album. It's really
I told you
dope.
in stores, buy my album.
What's the meaning behind the title? I told you.
I told you, like I said, it's the people's champ statement. For me personally, it's like I want the people to understand that I am where they are. I come from the same hardships and the same things that they come from, and so the I told you is just a kind of like a reminder that, like, if I did this and I could say to my haters I told you and my doubters I told you, you can too. You know what I'm saying?
Tory Lanez, if you just getting up on my man, you got some work to do. There's so much dope quality music that he's put out, so get on it. I told you. And we're going to go check out the show, and then we're going to be like, I told you. It's Wild 94.1, Tory Lanez.